yourself.
Hey everybody, it's another episode of Go Flix Yourself. My name is Ben Konowitz, and with me as always is the Western to my action film, Bradford Oman.
Hi, that's me.
Why?
Crocodile Dundee or what?
You screwed that up immediately.
No.
You're doing an Australian accent for a Western?
Oh, yeah, Australians
Crikey.
can't do Westerns?
That's
you
the thing.
fucking kidding me?
That's the thing that comes to your mind, though?
Hey, mate, you don't want to fuck with me here in the Wild West. I've got
That is not at all.
got me gun and me kangaroo here.
It's not what I... Why would you think of... You know what?
Listen, mate, I don't need you coming down under messing with me bamboo.
Okay.
By the way, it was like almost like Jason Statham as an Australian.
Yeah. Statham doing his best Australian accent.
Listen, mate, don't come down here to my Outback Steakhouse and take me kookaburra chicken.
Nate and Nate Loucks, the musical to my action film. Nate Loucks. Oh boy! Didn't need that.
No effects. That's pure Nate.
All
That is
Nate.
all talent.
That's all talent.
You're welcome. I've got 3 shows coming up this next weekend.
You're opening for Luciano Pavarotti, right?
Yeah, and then Michael Bublé.
Oh, yeah? Uh-huh. And then when's the Andrea Bocelli concert?
Andrea Bocelli?
Who's
Yeah.
that?
I will not play with that man.
Oh.
Not after what he did to me last time. And you know what? The coming of age movie to my action film, Finn. Welcome, Finn.
Hello.
My
It's
son
Finn
Finn.
Loucks.
Yeah,
Making
we've
a
talked a lot
debut.
about Finn on this podcast.
Finn Loucks is a pretty cool name. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Like, he sounds like he should be like the front man of a cool band.
It's Finley J. Loucks, which makes me...
Oh.
That's an author.
Yeah,
now
that
now
is-
Finley J. Loucks is novel, another New York Times bestseller.
Yep.
Finley J. Loucks. Finn Loucks could be a frontman of a very popular band.
Yeah, and he would be crushing it in the future if you catch my drift.
Why? Why are you so?
Well,
weird?
is it also because he also has a mullet, which is also really...
Honestly,
yeah.
that does kind of lend itself. How you doing today, bud?
Yo, I'm good. I hang out with some friends on the metaverse, so that was cool.
How is the metaverse? Is it fun? Is it enjoyable?
Most of the time, usually we're playing that gorilla tag, the weird game with the arms.
Okay, so what is Gorilla Tag? Because
Have you really not heard of Gorilla
no,
Tag?
so a friend of the
I don't know what that
podcast,
is.
Charlie Young, mentioned this the other day because he was talking about how pretty much everybody his son's age, his son Levi, has a meta quest, and they play Gorilla Tag, and they play Roblox, and they play something else. But so wait, what is Gorilla Tag?
All right, so it's a game where you're like running around and it looks like you're like milking udders outside of the thing.
Ben, you'd love this.
Nate, you have any parental controls on this?
So why?
Wait, why does it look like you're milking udders?
Because when you run around, you can only use your hands. You have no legs. That's like the
Oh,
whole
so it
thing.
it just looks like
So,
this,
like,
the
if you took a
objective
video of them playing in the metaverse, it does.
Gotcha.
It looks
so
weird.
you're running
So
like
what?
this.
So what is the
Yeah, what's the-
object of the game?
So it's like, like Infection.
You like the zombie game
Yeah,
variant?
yeah. So it's like that. You got to be the last one standing.
Okay.
And there's like a bunch of different maps and everything.
So you're
Yeah.
actually playing tag in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like him and his buddies get to play tag, but they're all at their own houses.
That's pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I like that.
You
I
want in
enjoy
on
it.
that? I can get you I got a connection. I got a hook up here.
Oh, bro, I got a MetaQuest.
I got
It's
an
an
Oculus
Oculus.
Rift.
It's called a Meta now. They're not called
When
Oculus.
I
They're
bought
not
it-
called Oculus?
But when I
No.
bought it, it was an Oculus Rift.
No, they're called MetaQuest or Meta Rift.
Did you guys see the new Apple ones? Are you gonna get Ben? You could probably. You're the only one that can afford one of those. Are you getting one?
I don't know why they're doing that.
It looked cool.
Welcome to our tech podcast, guys.
We're a
Listen,
bunch of tech bros now.
better than TV.
What?
You're
I just don't want this to be a TV podcast, Finn. Okay,
Oh, but you'd rather this be an Oculus Rift and
God, no.
MetaQuest podcast?
but I'm glad that we're taking an interest in our.
Do you want to start a Bitcoin podcast?
Ooh. So yeah, welcome to our movie podcast where we definitely talk about movies.
Ben, let me ask you a question.
He always does this too, Finn. I'm sorry, buddy.
if you were a wizard,
Well, you got me back in.
what
Go on.
what would you want to use magic for?
Oh, so many things, but right off the top of my head, like I would like to fly.
Okay.
really like what? I don't think
Oh,
wizards
you know what?
fly.
He asked me. He
But
didn't ask you.
what wizards fly?
What do you mean? They all have broomsticks
Yeah,
to
like-
fly and stuff.
Like Harry Potter
Wizard?
literally has
I mean, yeah, but like
a broomstick.
That would be the broomstick.
Have you
But
seen
like,
Harry Potter?
Yeah, you seen the Harry Potter movies, buddy?
yeah, I guess. I just
Also,
think more like
how
witches.
dare you? He asked me the question.
I think more like
answered it.
witches when I think of flying with the broomstick.
Have you seen
I know.
Harry Potter, buddy?
No, because I'm not a turf.
You know that all those movies were out before everyone realized J.K. Rowling was a piece of
I
shit,
know.
right?
I just had to go with something.
Okay, so where is this going?
So you'd want to fly?
now I don't know what I want. Now I don't know what I should have said.
I thought like you'd want to turn like an animal into another animal or something. That'd be fun. Like, hey, I want to turn Brad into a
Handsome
Oompa Loompa.
gentleman.
An Oompa
Yeah.
Loompa.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Okay, let's go.
Well, I imagine if you were a wizard, you'd also probably want to enjoy a nice butterbeer, right?
Okay, that was a long way to go.
A nice cold
I don't
butterbeer,
like
a
where
nice
this is
warm
going.
butterbeer, maybe.
Finn, I'm sorry, buddy.
Well, guys, I have good news for you. You can enjoy butterbeer, and you don't have to worry about going to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios or anything like that. I have here the official Jelly Belly Butterbeer Jelly Beans.
That doesn't look like an
Official license. No, it is official
It's
because
a very
that's a
small
very
little
small-
package.
No, so
I don't
you
trust
So
that
this
package.
is, as listeners know,
You
I
do
not
recently
trust that
attended
package.
the Sweets and Snacks Expo in Chicago, and they hand out small sample packages like this because they're not giving out full-ass giant bags of
That-
jelly beans for
That is a
everybody.
plastic
not?
bag full of Rohypnol, and you know it is.
Now, there might
You're
be some
drugging us.
There
You're
might
gonna
be some,
drug
there might
us.
be some side effects.
Oh my God!
So you've had this for weeks.
What do you mean? It's not like I got them fresh off the conveyor
There's
belt,
a
and then
shelf
now
life
they're
for
bad.
butterbeer. There is a shelf life for butterbeer.
Not for jelly beans, my friend. Jelly beans last forever.
But why are they like fuzzy and sticky?
Well, those are in my pocket.
I don't like this.
Go ahead and toss them over with some butterbeer jelly beans. Oh, geez. Now it's got fuzz on it because he dropped on the floor like a fucking idiot. All right, so just
I
chomp
saved it.
on that butterbeer jelly bean.
All right.
Give it a nice little
Hold
taste.
on.
It's just butterscotch.
Butterbeer is not just butterscotch.
No, I know butterbeer isn't. This is.
This is what butterbeer tastes like?
It just tastes like butterscotch.
No, butterbeer. It's this.
This isn't bad.
I will say the jelly bean. It does kind of capture the smoother taste because butterbeer is not just butterscotch. You've been to Wizarding World, right, Ben?
I haven't.
I have.
Was it magical?
It was actually amazing.
The cold butterbeer is fantastic. If you go to
But
Wizarding World.
this is just like this is nothing special.
It's got a creamier flavor than just regular butterscotch.
Finn, what do you think?
You know when you like leave a soda out for too long
Yeah.
and like it loses all of its carbonation?
Yep.
Tastes like if you mixed root beer and like Pepsi
Yeah.
and left it out for too long.
Okay, that's not great.
Cream soda.
Yeah, I can see a cream soda.
You know what? I agree with Finn.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah, but you drink warm Diet Coke and warm Jack Daniels. You're not
Yeah.
exactly like this bastion of
We call that
taste over here.
go Flix yourself.
What? So again, personal attacks. You can zoom all day long. I'm better than this. I don't need to take this.
Somebody had therapy
obviously
this
you're
week.
not.
Somebody had therapy this week.
I am a confident, strong man.
Well, man, anyway.
Well, thank you. Who makes those? Where can we get them?
Jelly Belly makes them as they make all the crazy flavored jelly beans, and they will be out sometime later this year, probably closer to the holidays.
Halloween. Yeah.
If you like butterscotch, you'd probably like those
and if
because it really does tie.
yeah, it
basically
wasn't
tastes
bad. I mean, I've certainly had awful jelly.
Yeah, you
bellies.
definitely
That was
brought
not awful.
the tailgate.
The Birdie Bots
Bullshit.
every flavor
But
beans.
if people are interested in following your junk, they can go to Brad's Junk, right?
Yeah, please go to Look at Brad's Junk on Instagram where I post about a bunch of new snack foods and stuff like that. You'll enjoy.
Nate, what's the last movie you saw, buddy?
Well, I've seen a couple because,
Just two?
well, I guess more than a couple.
Okay. All right.
First, I'm going to talk about some movies with 30 to 45-minute chapters that I saw.
okay.
No.
These are movies
also,
that have.
Also, Finn, we don't talk about TV shows. So when I ask
This is
you
a
next,
new-
This is a movie that has a.
It's
ask
relatively
about-
new
I'm gonna ask you about
format.
movies, so
Yep,
just start
yep.
thinking about the movies.
I've heard about
only.
this. I've heard
You've
about
heard about
this.
this, yeah.
Finn,
they're-
look
they're-
me in the eyes. Movies only.
I'm going to
I'll
talk about
try.
some movies that had they're just they're in shorter segments.
Yeah.
Oh
You know
my
how Ben likes to watch like little bits of movies, then come back.
It's almost like he watches movies as if they were TV shows. Like
He does.
Like a dipshit.
So I saw this movie with 30 to 45-minute increments called Platonic.
Is it platonic or is it platonic? Because one of those is a real word.
Yeah, it's called Platonic, Nate.
I like Platonic.
Don't even know.
Platonic.
Platonic is like an a cappella band.
That's great.
On
Even better.
On Sundays, you know, a very famous man, Jesus Christ, had a lot of good things to say.
I just think you could say Platonic if you want.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't.
The
actually.
word is platonic.
Hey, stop stepping on my freedoms. All right.
Hey, I gotta go.
Hashtag.
My car needs a little maintenance.
That's not even the same. All
What?
right.
It's the exact same thing. You're just mispronouncing a word.
Platonic. I watched Platonic.
What happened?
what-
You
you
allergic
okay?
to something?
Yeah, I just don't like
Are
the
you
way you
allergic to
guys
butterbeer?
look.
Yeah, you got puffy lips.
Finn, are you feeling puffy? Are you okay?
I'm getting kind of sleepy.
I
usually the
always feel that way
response-
when your dad's talking to.
That's usually what people say when they listen to our podcast. So
on and on.
So it's a show on Apple TV. Got some people in it. It's really funny. You should watch it.
It's got Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne in it.
I said what I wanted to say about it.
It's very good. It's directed by
I said what I wanted to say about
directed
it.
by Nicholas Stoller, who did Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Neighbors. It's a very good series. It's not quite as crazy as those two shows, but it fills that void that we're missing of having
I gotta go.
R-rated comedies that don't really come out anymore.
There's
So-
a scene there where they're
Oh my
visiting they're doing the realtor thing.
Yeah.
I was so uncomfortable, and I don't usually get uncomfortable watching it.
They're
But
going
Seth
through
Rogen's
a house
like,
that's for sale that
pushing
used to
buttons.
be
It was just so uncomfortable for
an
me.
assisted living center.
Were you uncomfortable watching that scene or no?
Oh God, no.
Okay,
I thought it was hilarious.
I mean, it was funny, but it was uncomfortable.
Brad's broken though.
Do you think Ben would have been uncomfortable watching it?
I think Ben's uncomfortable no matter where he's sitting, mostly because of his gout. But
Not wrong. Finn, I've got gout, and so what that is? I'm just joking.
The other one,
What
the
is
other 30 to 45 minute chapter
Oh,
movie I
come
saw
on!
was the 4th season to Never Have I Ever, one of my favorite shows.
you know, I also watched that, Nate.
Oh,
Did you love it?
I liked it
Finn,
a lot.
I did too. It's so great.
Plug your ears. What the fuck are you guys doing right now? Did you coordinate this bullshit beforehand?
Honestly,
did you fucking
honestly,
sit-
the best part is that we didn't.
and I'll bring this up, and then I also want you to know. The fuck is going on?
For those of you who don't know, Never Have I Ever is a series on Netflix.
Oh my god!
Executive produced by Mindy Kaling. It's very enjoyable.
I'm sorry that the levels are going to have to be adjusted, Nate. I just screamed into the mic.
I don't edit it.
High school-
Brad does this
high
one.
school sex comedy coming of age series. You would enjoy it very much, I think, listeners, if you like those kinds of things.
And then finally, I was
What are-
assigned
what are
a
TV
film
shows?
called Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, and it was fine.
Such a dick.
Finn, have you ever seen The Curse of the Were-Rabbit?
I don't plan to.
Wallace and Gromit. It is a
Hard stance.
That's aggressive.
Yeah. So it won the best animated feature film. I think of 2005 is roughly.
I love that movie. I'm the one.
It is very good.
I
It is
really like it.
It is very endearing. It is just cute.
Wallace and Gromit as characters are
It is stop
adorable.
motion clay
Claymation,
kind of. Yeah.
It's actually from the famous animation now. It's Aardman Animation. Who they've done a bunch of Wallace and Gromit stuff. They also did Chicken Run. They're also responsible for Shaun the Sheep and other
Early
similar-
Man. Did you see Early Man?
I haven't seen Early Man.
Okay. Nick Park and Steve Box do those, but it's very good.
It's charming.
It's cute. I enjoyed watching it. It's a film though. Like the animation styles are I don't even know if you can call it animation. I think it is animation, but
It's stop motion animation.
yeah. So you kind of have to get used to it again because it is clay. I think right. But
It's
so
also British.
Yeah.
Did you guys like-
dry humor?
did you guys like Corpse Bride?
I think Corpse Bride is pretty good. I don't like Corpse Bride as much as Nightmare Before Christmas. But
Do you like it better than Wallace and Gromit? The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Honestly, it's been so long since I've seen Wallace and Gromit and Corpse Bride both that I couldn't really make that call.
What about Howl's Moving Castle?
I'm not a big anime fan, so
Thank you for saying that.
yeah.
Because I feel like it's a safe space here for me to say that.
Yeah.
I don't like anime.
For me, it's not a matter of the stories because every time I hear somebody describe an anime to me, I'm like, wow, that sounds awesome. Let me know when they make a live action version of it, and I will absolutely watch that because it's the animation style that bugs me the most.
Finn, do you like anime?
I'm with Brad on this one because
That's dangerous.
for me it moves
Smart.
on like
No.
1 FPS and it annoys me.
Yeah.
For the listener, that's 1 frame per second, and it means it's very jittery.
Yeah. I just don't like that. I do like, speaking of animation, though, I do want to give another plug for the new Spider-Man movie. It's fantastic.
Yes, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. You finally saw it?
Yeah, didn't we talk about it last time or no?
You
had not-
didn't
you had not
because
seen it.
me and
Oh, okay, yeah. So I saw that since the last time we
nice.
were together.
Nice.
It is so good.
Yeah.
Still have not seen it.
Oh, what?
Okay.
Listen, some of us work for a living.
Stop it. You just got done talking about how you come home early and watch trailers.
Yeah, and take naps.
And, like-
Until I figure out what I'm going to watch that night.
Yeah, but like,
you were playing pinball when we came down here.
Yeah,
So-
I had 20 minutes ago because you
You know
were
what?
late.
let me let my son Finn, because we went to see it together. Finn, what did you think of Spider-Man?
If there was one word to describe that specific Spider-Man movie, it would be the word amazing, and no other movie can beat it except the first one.
You like the first one better.
Yeah, I think the first one's a tiny bit better.
Yeah, that's a smart assessment, Finn, because I agree with you.
I am very uncomfortable with how much you agree with Brad on
Yeah,
this.
this is going to be Finn, I just want to let you know this is a slippery slope, buddy.
Finn, let me tell you, you got a sick life ahead of you, buddy.
And yeah, you know why? Because you got diabetes in the future.
The only thing Brad reminds me of is Levi, like my
your
best
buddy.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Bro.
buddy.
Yeah.
You don't want that in your life.
I bet Levi is
Listen,
cool as hell.
Bro, you wouldn't even imagine.
And listen, as somebody who is Brad's best friend, you don't want this life.
Bro,
Look at
no.
me. You want to turn into this? Come on.
I mean, dude,
No.
you have video games and pinball machines in
It's-
your basement.
it's true.
That is
Yeah,
kind of like a
it's
13-year-old.
it's not a bad life. I'm not going
It's
to lie.
not.
Brad reminds me of Levi, and Levi got Everyday Hero Award. So
He did at the school. He got the Everyday Hero
Okay,
Award.
that's
Everyone loves him.
That's going to be a stark departure for Brad then, because he's never.
This is
never
where their
won.
lives for.
Yeah, maybe like bi-weekly hero.
Sorry, Finn. What hero of the
Everyday hero.
everyday? Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
It means like
It's
everyone
where-
votes on it. Like, hey, dude, you're the everyday. You're the hero. You're great.
yeah. What's the reverse of that? Because I think
Brad.
you'd be up for that.
That's
Brad.
the Oman Award.
The Oman Award. Oh man, he's here again.
Yeah. And we are excited.
No, that's-
So I did love this. Is it Into the Spider-Verse?
Across the
Across the
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. Sorry, I
Yeah.
get those confused. It's so beautiful, so wonderfully animated. The story's great. It is just a wonderful Marvel movie. I'm not going to go as far as Cousin Cam and saying the best Marvel movie ever. I don't know if I could say that.
Yeah.
But it is certainly, I would say, in the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very good.
is it the best? Is it in the top 10 of animated movies you've ever seen?
Yeah, probably.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, just stylistically alone, right? Any
Yeah.
more...
If there's one way this movie is better than the first one, is that it somehow manages to improve on the animation of the first
Absolutely.
one.
And for the listener who maybe has not seen either one of these, that is saying something.
Yeah.
That first one was jarringly good as far as differentiation of style.
Yeah, and this is my issue, right? We've talked about Elementals is coming out soon.
It's just Elemental without the
I'm
S.
sorry, Elemental is coming out soon, and it looks animation style very similar to some stuff that Pixar's done before,
Yeah.
right? Different story, probably, but
No, that one also has multiple Spider-Men.
but what
They
I
got Fire Spider and Water Spider.
Air Spider.
And actually, Water Spiders are a thing.
yeah.
yeah, they are. They're scary.
It's terrifying.
They can walk on water.
Yeah, I don't like
yeah,
that at all.
Yeah, seriously, devil. But
Devil. You get out of this house. You get out of this house.
You know, Nate, let me tell you about somebody else who walked on water. His name was Jesus.
Christ.
Finn, what other movies have you seen, buddy?
The most recent one I saw was just last night, the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Oh, okay. And what did you think of the Super Mario Brothers movie?
I thought it was really good. I thought the animation style was on point. Like, obviously, the story was basic. It's Mario. What did you expect? But, like, I thought it was amazing.
There's a lot of fun, right? There's a song in there that you like, right?
Oh, yeah.
What's the song again?
No, yeah.
No.
Mario Adventure Score 2.
There's a song by Jack Black, his character that sings about peaches.
Mm-hmm.
That's really
Millions
funny.
of peaches.
No,
Peaches.
Not that
for-
one.
That would have been funny, though.
no.
Right.
But-
Look out. So that's another departure for
It is.
Brad.
Is
and
it the
Finn.
number one film box office
all
wise
time
this year
yeah,
right now?
it's
I think
Gone with the Wind.
so. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
That's
It's,
quite
It's such
big.
an interesting, right? So, did you guys? Any of you
I
guys
haven't
see
seen
it?
Yeah, I've seen Super
I
Mario.
don't think
we
I-
talked about it on this podcast.
Yeah.
I don't think I will.
So it is one of those films that the audiences have really loved because it's just enough of like the like game stuff in
Mhm.
there that makes them feel nostalgic about the film and
Yeah.
everything.
Sure.
But it's not the best story, right?
In
But
fact, it's a pretty bad story.
yeah. So it does enough though to make you enjoy it, right? So not all films have to tell the greatest story
So
if it elicits the other emotions that people
don't
like.
begrudge Finn for liking this movie whatsoever because this is what
When you were 13, you'd have loved the film.
Of course, I would have died for this film at 13. I would have loved. This is right up my alley at 13 years old. And we talk about this all the time, where you can make a kids movie that's also a very good movie.
Yeah.
But not all kids movies need to be good movies for kids to enjoy them. And that's not a slam on you, Finn. It's just that when we were younger, we did the same thing. You like
Adam Sandler movies that we loved when we were 13.
You're more
aren't
easily
good movies.
entertained. But yeah, it's I think I've talked about this with Alex Pappas too, who has kids that are around.
He knows
Finn's
Alex's
age.
kids.
Yeah, actually, he has a kid named Finn. And so yeah, like kids are should be allowed to have entertainment that isn't necessarily trying to give them this big thematic lesson about life or something like that. They don't all have to be Pixar movies. They don't all have to have like a serious thing. But it would be nice if the stories were good as well.
Was there a way to salvage, you think, Super Mario Brothers, or was it?
Yeah, just spend a day rewriting the script a little bit.
So it just needed. It was there was a blueprint there that just needed to be improved.
Yeah, there's several egregious things that they easily could have fixed with like a little bit of like rewriting and like just logic applied to it. It's like some sense of like how a story should operate and what to do with your characters. But Illumination Entertainment, they're not the best at doing that kind of thing.
I love the Minions.
The Minions
stuff.
are
I love the
incredible.
Minions stuff.
I love the Minions.
I do.
Yeah.
I really do.
No, that explains a lot.
I'm not excited about the new one though that they have coming out. What's the one with the
Devil's Minions?
No, the sea monster. What is that one?
Devil's Minions.
Oh no, I don't have any interest in that.
Yeah,
It's
that
like,
one just doesn't.
Oh,
look
are you
that
talking about what is Abby Kramer, Teenage Kraken, or whatever it is?
something like that. Just doesn't look great.
That's a DreamWorks movie. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was okay. Anything else, Finn?
No, not really. I mostly just chilled out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Slept.
I like that a lot.
It's summer break.
Good for you, buddy.
Hey, Brady, what'd you see?
Yeah, Brad. Brad Bowman.
Summertime.
Summer.
I've seen some things.
What do you just get back from Nam?
I've seen some stuff. Nate, I too have been watching those episodic movies. And one of them was the third season of Ted Lasso, which was okay. Honestly.
It ended well. I thought it ended better than it started.
It ended better than it started. The finale brought some warm feelings, but I don't necessarily think that it stuck the landing completely for me.
Did you like how it ended?
Yes.
Did you like how their story arcs ended?
I liked how some of the story arcs ended, but not all of them.
Who particularly didn't you like?
I don't think that they necessarily completed.
This is probably a little spoilery, just in case you haven't seen it.
I mean, it's time. You need to see it.
Okay, fine.
People.
Yeah, I didn't think that they need that they tried to make Beard's wedding a bigger deal emotionally than I think it really should have been, especially since Ted's not there.
What was it an actual wedding or was that in Ted's imagination? That was the question online.
No, I don't think so.
I think that was an actual wedding.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Because if you look at the scene, right, the scene is like filled with light. It almost has like an aura to it.
It's also an awful visual effect.
Yeah,
shot.
that's why I thought it was almost a dream because it looks like
no, it just looked bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so I don't know. Like I felt like it felt like some of the stuff at the end, like they were like rushed wrapping some stuff up a little bit. And now it seems like they're probably doing a spin-off without Ted.
You think?
There was something on the Apple TV.
I'll take it if they are.
The Apple TV Plus Twitter where it's a picture of Beard and Roy and Nate standing in the locker room, and it says "smells like potential" or something like that. And I think that they're teasing like doing a.
That'd be really hard for me without Jason Sudeikis.
No, that was a callback to like the first episode.
Yeah, no, but I think that they're
I actually remember seeing that, and I thought the same thing.
Yeah, and I think that they're teasing continuing AFC Richmond.
I don't want them to. It's not Ted. It's not Ted Lasso.
So let me ask you a question. In your opinion, was the last episode of Ted Lasso a movie?
It was as long as a movie.
It was. I'm not
pretty close. But yeah, so that I did that. I did
Good
that.
for you.
Yeah.
Watch anything else?
I'm proud of you.
Watch the fourth season of Never Have I Ever.
It's great.
Which,
Did you watch The Flash?
no.
Why didn't you?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I tried twice over the past 2 weeks to see The Flash, and the universe doesn't want me to see this movie, and also I'm an idiot. So the first time I was thwarted by traffic, as it were. Chicago just, really sucks it up. But I was supposed to see The Flash yesterday, and I get there, and I walk into the theater where I'm supposed to go, and I see a big. They always have the wallpaper background of the movie that you're about to see when you go to these press screenings. And I walk in, and it's for The Blackening. And I'm like, oh, that's not the movie I came here to see.
I walked in there, and it was for Simple Jack. They're making this for For real?
And I go walk back down to be like, oh, I think you guys told me the wrong theater. And then
Did you tell him
No,
that? No, you did.
Oh,
did
you
you
did.
really?
No, because as I'm going down the escalator, I go, oh, fuck, because I remembered that it was at the Regal City North Theater.
So you were thinking you were going to have to tell them.
No, I was thinking. No, I was just gonna ask. I was like, "Which theater is it in?" Because I got sent to the Blackening Theater instead. And then by the time I realized that I wasn't gonna make it to that theater in time, so I was like, "Well, I'll see the Blackening," because I wanted to see the Blackening.
So
anyway.
how was the Blackening?
And for those of you who don't know, because I don't think we talked about the trailer for the Blackening on this podcast.
I've literally never heard of it
heard
until
of it.
you texted Ben and I that you're seeing the Blackening.
It is a horror comedy in the vein of Scream, and it's called The Blackening because it features a predominantly black cast, and the idea is that they're all in a cabin. They find this game called The Blackening, and it's being controlled by this slasher who is kind of like in a Saw way, tells them that they have to figure out who is the blackest person among them, or he's going to kill all of them.
Wow.
And so there's a lot of great racial satire and humor in it. It's very, very funny. Like it's much funnier than you would probably anticipate. Like it's as funny as a straight up comedy. It has some sharp satire along the lines of Scream with horror commentary, but also mixed with the racial commentary about blackness and things like that. There's some really funny stuff in it because of that.
Because it's premised on like the black guy dying in horror films.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. They can't all die first. Is the
Exactly.
is the tagline.
Oh God.
Yeah,
that's funny.
it's very
funny.
it's very funny. It does get a little bit too goofy at times. It borders on just being kind of silly in that scary movie kind of way.
Okay, yeah.
But
that's what I was going to wonder.
But it never derails it. It's because like in particular, one of the characters, it's kind of like a Steve Urkel archetype, and it's a little over the top, but it's still pretty funny, mostly because of like how he behaves and what the things that he's saying. But it's a very, very enjoyable movie.
Cinco Walls is in it.
Yeah,
and he was in Brad or Ben. You know what film he was in? You know which one?
No, I don't.
White Man Can't Jump.
I'm only saying that because you probably didn't pronounce his name correctly.
Cinco Walls?
I don't know.
I've never heard it pronounced, so I don't know.
I know.
They don't say their names out loud in the movie. But yeah, no,
he's the only actor I know that I've heard of in this film.
But it is Jermaine Fowler is in it, and he's very funny.
What's he in? Is he a stand-up or? Oh, Jay Farrow's in it.
Jay Farrow does have a role in it.
Okay.
But it's very, very funny.
I was doing a play on the Platonic thing. That's what I was doing.
It was very funny. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
Nate couldn't.
Anything else?
Name.
I also saw.
We've said this before. When you have to explain the joke, it no longer makes it funny.
Yeah, but I was just making sure that
It doesn't make it funny when you have to explain the joke.
He'll never get it. Like trying to teach backgammon to a crab.
What? How long have you had that locked and loaded? I'm just going to say this nonsense.
I've literally never thought of that reference.
On the way over, I'm like, you know what? I got to come up with a pretty
My
good
synapse is fired.
That's going on her shirt.
My synapse is fired, and I said, come up with two things that shouldn't go together. I watched Asteroid City, the new Wes Anderson movie.
We love Wes Anderson, but we also are critical of some of his films. Where does it reside?
It's on the very good side. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
He found himself.
Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one. It has a huge cast: Tom Hanks, Steve Carell, Scarlett Johansson, Jason Schwartzman, Jeff Goldblum.
Does the plot move along? It doesn't have a solid plot?
It's a very fast-moving kind of movie. It's Wes Anderson doing a sci-fi comedy, but it's in typical Wes Anderson fare. It's very tightly choreographed camera work, a huge ensemble cast, very quirky. Delightful kind of stuff.
It is like everyone is in this film, right?
It really does have.
They must even have some of the smallest roles, like major actors.
Yeah.
Everybody's in this film, but not to put too fine a point on it. Who is the center of this film? And that sounds like I'm making a joke about his cinematography.
Jason Schwartzman, I assume, right?
But
Jason Schwartzman and Scarlett Johansson, I would say, are the two leads.
Gotcha.
And they are the ones who are particularly great in it as well.
And they're always in the middle of the scene,
yeah.
Right?
But is this the first Tom Hanks Wes Anderson?
It is.
film?
Yeah, it's the first time Tom Hanks
Collab.
has been in a Wes
Is
Anderson
he in
movie.
quite a bit of it or no?
Yeah, I would say he's like one of the larger supporting characters.
Okay.
He plays Jason Schwartzman's father.
Because I would love to see Tom Hanks in a Wes Anderson, like to see how he works in this world.
Yeah, he's good. He's good in it. But yeah, the movie is it's delightful. It's funny. Is
it a romp?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't say it's a romp. I wouldn't say it's a romp.
Okay,
but it's very enjoyable, and it's got this meta kind of bookend to it that I wasn't anticipating. That is very enjoyable. That Bryan Cranston's a part of. But yeah, it's very cool. If you like Wes Anderson stuff, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy
Does
this.
Tilda Swinton scare you in it? 'Cause
She doesn't.
Scares me.
No, not in this one. She just plays plays a scientist, and she's just along for the ride.
She's just normal.
Yeah, but I will say that the kids in this movie, there's teenagers, and there's also some younger kids, and for me, they kind of stole the show because they have the teens who are part of this like young stargazers program. That's why they're all there in Asteroid City. Have a big chunk of the story, and they're very good in it. But then also there's these younger kids. They're part of a field trip on a school bus with Maya Hawke as their teacher, and their parts are hilarious, and the kids are really funny in it too.
Looking at the Wikipedia page, again, this is judging. They don't have their own Wikipedia page, but they were kind of unknowns then, right? Yeah.
And Jason Schwartzman also has he has 3 daughters who they're super cute and hilarious. The
Like
things that
his
they
real
say.
daughters or
No.
anything? Okay.
Jason's like his character stars.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's very good. It's playing in New York and LA starting this coming weekend on June 16th, and then it expands to Chicago June 23rd, and will roll out into more theaters after that. So keep
Can't wait to see it.
your ears to the ground.
Awesome. I love it.
I also caught up on some assignments.
Okay.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
because
good.
you haven't been watching the.
I was
things we've
just
assigned.
waiting for it to be like, well, Brittany was still in town.
Oh
so
no, I was talking about
did-
homework. I had homework that I had
I
to do.
didn't watch. The
I didn't.
movies
I
was
did my
assigned
Spanish worksheets.
Yet again.
I did my Spanish worksheets. I did my English reading, so I caught up on that. I didn't watch any more movies. Sorry.
Sorry.
No. I watched Detroit Rock City, the movie that I was assigned last week by old Ben J. Konowitz.
Oh, Benny J.
No. It's Flynn J. And it's Ben A.
Ben C. Konowitz.
It's A for Anderson. It's my mom's maiden name. Benjamin Anderson Sebastian.
That's
Konowitz.
a last
Just,
name.
just
I don't know. It's my mom's maiden name. That's why it's.
That's her. That's.
Are you a big fan of Kiss?
I would say no.
Why not?
Do you like to kiss?
I wouldn't say that I am not a fan of Kiss, but I wouldn't call myself like a big fan of Kiss. I like.
You are a nominal fan of Kiss.
Yeah, I enjoy their hits. You know,
I like to kiss.
I don't say it like that.
Yeah, you're just creeping everyone up. Finn's walking out right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
seriously.
okay. Fred, come back. I'm sorry, buddy.
My bad.
But yeah, so I love this movie, honestly. It's really funny.
Oh!
I wish I saw it at the time it came out because it came out at the
It
late.
did not do well.
No, it didn't.
Welcome.
I wish I would have seen this when it came out in the late '90s because it would have been right up my teenage alley.
Thank you. See, I picked it for you.
It's a
buddy.
lot of fun.
I tried so hard.
Eddie Furlong.
Eddie Furlong
yeah.
is in it. Yeah, one of the main characters.
And for
Also,
those of you who don't know, Eddie Furlong played.
John Connor.
Yeah, in T2.
And you also have the kid from Jungle to Jungle is in it. I forget his name. Tell me what his name is. Nate?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
I don't know. Who is it? I don't know.
Oh,
Jungle to Jungle?
yeah. Just read the names and I'll tell you who.
Okay, yeah. Let me give you the cast list of this.
I'll know his name when
Edward
you say
Furlong, Sam Huntington.
it. Sam Huntington. That's what
Thank
it
you.
is.
it took one.
Yep.
Got it.
And then there's 2 other people.
There's
One of them is
Melanie Linsky's in this, huh? She
is
I
a-
didn't know she was acting back in the 90s.
I actually, I looked this up. She's very young in this one. She looks like a teenager. She might even be a teenager, and she was in like 4 or 5 movies before this, including
Natasha Lyonne, who's just fantastic.
Natasha Lyonne is also really funny in it. Lynn Shay is in this. He plays the tan old lady from There's Something About Mary. She's very funny in this as well.
Emmanuel
Emmanuel Shikri from
Shikri, yeah.
Entourage.
Yeah,
she's
Entourage,
in it. She has a bit part as well. But yeah, so this movie is about 4 kids in the 1970s who they're diehard Kiss fans. They have a Kiss cover band called Mystery, and they want to go to this concert. But one of their moms is a crazy Christian nut job who thinks that Kiss stands for Knights in Satan's Service,
which
and
I think
it
was
does.
a thing.
Which
in
it
like,
does.
It was.
Which
It does.
it doesn't.
It stands for that.
It's a rumor. So a lot of people were against Kiss, thinking it was devil's music, and because they were wearing makeup and all this stuff. And so she burns their tickets to the concert, and they have to figure out how to get to this concert in Detroit and get tickets. And so it's just this road trip adventure. Plenty of hijinks ensue, and it's an R-rated comedy too. So I think things get a little raunchy. Might be a couple breasticles here and there.
Little nipple action here and
Yeah,
there.
some F-bombs, and there's also 2 porn stars in this movie, famously.
John Holmes and the hedgehog himself, Ron Jeremy.
I don't know who the first one is, but Ron Jeremy definitely is in it.
Which is just sad because he's a terrible.
And the other one is Shannon Tweed.
Oh,
yeah, she plays the woman in this very strip club that Ron Jeremy is the MC in. So,
gotcha.
But yeah, and Kiss is featured in it as well. All four of them reprise their roles as the members of Kiss.
As Kiss,
and you get to see them
playing Paul Stanley.
And honestly, in 97.
99 this was made.
99. So, not they're 20 years removed from their peak, but still probably looked like Kiss.
I mean, they're wearing Kiss makeup,
better
so you can't see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They look better than
like,
what they do today, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, very funny movie. Thanks for assigning. I'm glad I finally watched it.
Of course.
And so then
what else?
Well, Nate decided to pull his old tricks again, and Nate assigned Brad a movie about someone dealing with a dad's death again.
Nate, why do you do this to him?
I am hoping that we have a breakthrough eventually with Brad. It's okay to cry.
So this is an animated movie that came out in 2019, 2018, something like that.
I think it came out during the pandemic, actually.
So yeah, it's.
I forgot what he did to you here. What movie?
Oh, so I'm getting to it, buddy. Just
yeah, but I just
Just give me a second.
I want to know.
Came out in 2019, so just before the pandemic. It's called Abominable. It is a DreamWorks movie.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
We saw it, right?
Yeah,
I
we
really
saw
liked it.
that.
Yeah, and it follows this teenage Asian girl whose father has died, and so she's kind of been living life to herself, keeping herself busy doing all these random jobs and making money so she can go on this trip across China that her and her dad had planned to go on before he died. And she's kind of cut herself off from her mom and grandma a little bit, even though they try to engage with her and that kind of thing. And she runs into this abominable snow monster in the middle of China, who is being chased by this evil laboratory. It seems he was trapped and now he's on the run, and they meet each other. And he's like this cute little creature, and she's trying to save him from the lab. And you
find out he's like a baby, kind of.
Yeah. And then they end up going across the country to try and get him back to Mount Everest, which is where he's from. All the while they're being chased, but it's
dealing with grief,
and
right?
And it's a coming of age, kind of dealing with your demons kind of thing. And the abominable creature himself, he's very cute. He's a very, very funny little guy.
Is it little brother or little cousin? One of them. He was very funny to me. Like he was very sweet and cute. And
it's solid too. And it was at first I was a little bit frustrated because it seemed like they were whitewashing like the Asian characters because they're all speaking English and kind of sounding very American, even though it takes place in China. But they are all played by Asian American actors, so they actually did their due diligence. They did a good job with that. Chloe Bennett is actually the lead. You might remember her from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The Marvel
I just
series.
remember seeing this and thinking it was better than the response that it got.
Honestly,
it got a middling response.
Well, and it's also it actually got a pretty good review. It has like an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes,
but not a lot of people have watched
the box office.
No, and I think it's because the trailers for this I remember were not very good.
Okay.
It made it look kind of just like whatever.
It had a lot more heart though than you expect, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And once they started talking about the dead dad, I was like, oh,
that's why Nate gave it to me.
The abominable snowman eats hearts.
Yeah.
No, and so
God, that's
it is. It's also there's some visually stunning parts to it too. It's very beautiful.
There's some incredible landscapes.
Is this better or worse than Onward?
I think that
I like this better actually than Onward.
Yeah, I think it pulls off what Onward is trying to do a little bit better.
What do you think, Finn?
Admittedly, I haven't watched Onward since it came out. So,
what do you like better, Onward or Abominable?
Oh, Abominable. I did not like Onward.
You didn't?
No.
I thought it pretty much. It fell a little flat for me too, buddy.
No, yeah, it was just like they tried something, it didn't work, and like Tom Holland in every animated movie is just Tom Holland.
Yeah, playing himself.
Yeah.
So is Chris Pratt. Well, I guess he's got Mario now.
Yeah. Hey, it's a me.
Chris
Pratt,
Mario.
Hey, let's go get some coins.
Now you're starting to sound like Ben.
Hey,
who's doing the plumbing over here?
My name's Ben.
What's going on right now? Finn, I don't sound like that.
Finn, do your best impression of Ben.
Oh, my son Maria.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a great impression of Ben.
I'm never gonna live this down.
That was perfect Italian Ben.
My son Maria. Yeah, you're right. I sound exactly like that, Ben. Damn it.
Nailed it. But yeah, so I enjoyed Abominable. I thought it was pretty good. A nice needle drop that wasn't as invasive as it could have been. I think they did a really good job of shrinking themselves. They use Coldplay's "Fix You" in a
Which
really
actually
great...
works really well.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
does.
a really beautiful scene.
Yeah, because I was expecting them to like really like turn it up and like have a thing, but like they do it in a nice like
'Cause
tender way.
Music plays a pretty important role. Music is a character in this film as well, and so they use that she's a violin player, and there seems to be the abominable creatures hum kind
I
of.
came in like a snowball. Is that in there?
Anything else? Ready?
No, that's pretty much all the movies that I have.
Ben, did you watch any films?
Seen.
Yeah, I watched a couple. I watched one of those that you guys were talking about that was broken into the smaller versions.
Yeah, the episodic
I
movie.
will actually say it. I watched the Arnold documentary on Netflix. It's 3 episodes. And
I mean, if listeners don't know,
That's the one about Tom Arnold, right?
Ben loves Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I do. I'm an enormous Arnold Schwarzenegger. I respect the guy. I think he's accomplished more. On
Ben,
the
have you ever
planet
met
than-
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, you have.
Hey,
I know.
Brad, have
I get
you?
it. I get it. You've met him.
I did meet Arnold Schwarzenegger. Thank you for asking, Nate. Yeah, I met Arnold Schwarzenegger on the set of The Last Stand, one of the movies that he made. It's very.
It would be on.
Did you tell him about Ben?
It would be on my bucket list.
I thought about it, but I was just I didn't care.
So watching
He
this,
shook my hand.
watching this
Big
documentary.
hands.
Big hands, big strong hands.
Of course, he's.
I think he used to be a bodybuilder.
he did
Did
something.
he seem? Did he have a lot of Riz?
Riz?
What's Riz?
Fam, what's Riz?
I'm so glad you asked. So, the term Riz is like
Charisma. It stands for charisma, or it's like a part of charisma.
Oh, okay.
it's a little more than that.
Oh, it's a little
Oh,
more.
Whoa, yeah.
But it's like this guy's got a lot of Riz. Like he's got a lot of like it's like what Finn and his friends say.
Your skill on pulling woman.
Oh.
Well, the documentary
Okay.
covers that as well.
Yeah.
Because he definitely had an affair with his housekeeper and had a child.
But the documentary is good.
Documentaries. Well, in my opinion, as a kind of a super fan, right?
Yep.
You know, I am drinking the Kool-Aid, so I have to say, for me, yes, I knew the cool part for me is I watched 2 of the 3 with Bailey. The nice thing about this documentary is they split it into 3
It's on Netflix. I forget.
Yeah.
legitimate chapters where it's athlete, actor, and then
Yeah, because he's
Politician.
led like 5 different lives,
and
right?
so without getting too much into it, obviously he was a bodybuilder and then the #1 action star in the world, and then he was the governor of California. They cover all 3 in 3 1-hour segments. They could have done honestly 2 to 3 hours per, just to delve into the stuff that I've read his autobiography, and I know a lot more about it. They do have to kind of gloss and glance over some things, which I really feel like they should have talked about, especially in the athlete one. They do an hour of his bodybuilding, which is great, but they don't talk about how he was. I mean, he says it, but he was
Played for the Seattle Supersonics.
he was a very successful contractor before he was even Mr. Universe.
Yeah, I didn't realize this, man. Like
He
Like a
made
construction
millions.
contractor?
He was
He
actually-
made millions before he.
yeah, he was
won-
pretty old when he became like the kindergarten cop. He was like 41. Like
Yeah.
he wasn't like I thought he was younger then.
He had already established himself. He bought apartment buildings and flipped them, and he was a millionaire by the time he was an actor, basically.
Yep.
And it just
Yeah, he
the
was in
drive on
Austria.
that-
He was in Austria a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah,
like
because he had to do the army and all that stuff. Yeah, so Schwarzenegger is just his blueprint was, and the documentary really does point this out. Reg Park is a guy that was basically Schwarzenegger before Schwarzenegger. He was a bodybuilder that then became an actor and was lauded for that. Obviously, Reg Park never became a politician, but Schwarzenegger was like, this is the guy that basically I have a blueprint for how to live my life. And he just wanted to be that guy. And so he did it. He's like, I'll be the best bodybuilder in the world and I'll turn that into acting. And then when people say like, you can't be a politician, he said, screw that, I'll do that too.
did he talk about his dad at all?
He did. He talks about his brother who died, Meinhard, which I actually didn't know that. His brother died in a drunk driving accident. His father, he didn't necessarily say that he was a Nazi, but he has
Because
previously
he had that.
condemned Nazism.
He has talked about
Yes,
that,
at
and I
length.
thought it was really brave and also very nuanced. But he talks about
In the documentary, he talks about how the Austrian men after the war, they had lost. And so
Yep.
you know what that means, right? Like that's the Nazi party that lost. And he talks about how brainwashed and how hard it was on those men to come back not knowing their identity. But then he also spoke about how hard it was on those men's children, right? He was a drinker, and he would hit and beat, and Meinhardt and him would get just destroyed by this guy. And Arnold turned it into something positive, and his brother basically drank himself to death. So there are some really poignant moments in this movie, or in this docu-series.
Got him.
Maria Shriver is politely declined, is what they're saying, to be involved in it. The thing that I will say about this is it was sadder than I thought, and not for the reasons that the documentarians decided to go for. He's flipping this enormous picture book of all these amazing photos of him. He's flipping it alone to the camera and talking about it. I don't think he has anybody like he had when he was with Maria, and it's his own fault.
I think his kids are still in his life.
They are, but they're not even a focus of the documentary. Basically he's lifting weights with Patrick, his
daughter's married to Chris Pratt now.
Illegitimate child.
Right? Isn't that correct?
Yeah, Kathleen.
Which, again, I don't know if this is true, but I don't think his other kids with Maria have anything to do with Patrick. Or no,
Joseph. Sorry, Joseph is the. Yeah, they don't. But and I know that but without watching the documentary.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I've only read that online.
They only show one scene of him and his daughter, like, kind of painting in his house, and it's a little stilted and awkward. It's like, if my very, very famous father had a documentary about him, I would think that I'd want to be more of a part of. I don't know. And who knows what happens behind the scenes?
And honestly, maybe
it's weird.
I mean, with the exception of knowing that Katherine Schwarzenegger is married to Chris Pratt, I'm not sure that his kids are really in the limelight, and Patrick Schwarzenegger obviously, because he's been doing acting, but
sure.
But he hasn't made it big yet, though, right, Patrick?
I mean,
he's been in some
he's not
coming
a star,
of age stories,
but,
right?
He was in that HBO series The Staircase, which was pretty good, with Colin Firth and Toni Collette. It's a true crime.
When you guys see it, I mean, if you see it,
I do want to see it. I wonder if some of them they just don't want to be in the spotlight.
And that's also fair. But the way they paint the man at the end of the day, they show his day and how driven he is still to this day to be motivated. And then when he's kind of unwinding at the end of the day, he's flipping through memories of things that you're hoping that he really does have a good connection with these people.
What if every day he goes home and just flips through his books by himself?
No, he's got 2 donkeys. Have you not seen the donkeys?
No, that's the morning though.
Oh yeah,
right.
They sleep, but they sleep at night, Nate.
I'm kind of right though, because he rides his e-bike through Venice or whatever, and there's a big mural of him on the wall, and
because he's not remarried or anything.
No,
right?
And that's the thing. I think he's very. It painted a very.
Did it make you sad
picture
for him?
It did actually. He's worth $400 million, and for some reason I feel bad for the guy.
He's on Twitter a lot. I think that's his new family.
Anyway, so I watched that. It was fantastic. I highly recommend it. And then I actually wrote down the movies I saw this week because it's been a minute. So I want to apologize to everybody. I lied. I hadn't actually finished Missing when I said that I finished Missing.
Wow.
I just assume most of the time you say you finished a movie, you're lying.
Wow.
Okay, because I just wanted to get it out there that I'd seen it.
He broke the rules.
The last half an hour of that movie changed
we have
my
one
opinion
rule.
of it.
You
we
haven't
have one
seen
rule.
the last half hour, and you talked about it on this podcast?
I mean, I just mentioned that I had seen it.
Wow.
Brad and I started this podcast with,
first of all,
with the idea that we would only talk about movies.
I started.
When Nate and I,
we have busted our butts.
For shame.
When Nate and I,
you both be quiet.
When
Finn, I
for
started
shame.
this podcast.
Shame.
Yeah, for shame. When we wanted to get this podcast together with a group of friends, we wanted to preserve the sanctity of cinema and talk about movies that we had seen in their entirety.
Because they have played such a pivotal role in our life.
And yet you're over here talking about TV shows.
You don't see Roger Ebert writing reviews. Like, well, I saw the first hour of this movie, and I'll tell you about it.
Never once did I hear Gene Siskel say that.
Yeah, and I bet you even Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't talk about movies.
I will
he's
go
seen
back
part
to
of.
lying to you then, okay? I will stop being honest.
No, I don't want you to lie to me. You know what I want you to do?
What?
Watch the movie.
Yeah, watch your
I watched it.
watch
Okay,
your fucking
finished it.
movies and don't talk about them until you finish them.
So I really like the movie.
Which one?
Missing. Anyway, it's even better than I had, because I did enjoy the first hour 10, and then at finishing it got even better. So go watch it.
I just can't do this style. I just can't do it. I've done that style before, and I've fought through it, and I
Nate, do you think it's
enjoyed
because
it.
you spend too much time on your own computer?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's too much real life for him.
You're on your computer a lot, are you not?
So
Not in the way that you are.
I watched a movie that I think if it had a better title, it maybe would have been seen by more people.
Showgirls?
Both just say Showgirls?
No, he didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you said Showgirls. You guys have been talking way too much.
I didn't say it, yeah.
No, it's called Operation Fortune Ruse de Guerre.
Oh yeah. Jason Statham, Aubrey Plaza.
It's
I
a
think
Guy
did
Ritchie
you talk
film.
about that, or somebody talked about?
It was
Cousin
Ben.
Cam?
Ben did in the thread.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
And-
because I tried to watch the first 15 to 20
and you
minutes.
gave up on it.
I gave up on it.
And I honestly, I almost did. I was
Okay.
watching this. But then I kept with it, and Aubrey Plaza comes through. Like, she's the one where I'm watching this film going,
I think she's a future.
man, she's really, really funny at casting. And, Statham, everybody does a good job. Hugh Grant is
Does Statham
great.
do a good job?
Statham, actually, he does. Because what he's doing in this film is he is the straight man, and everybody else is acting around him. But he also does have a few they actually wrote some good lines for him. And typically, he just kind of grunts and gets through it. But in this role, it didn't necessarily remind me of, like, when he played, what is it, Turkish? Was that his name?
In Snatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he was very verbose and he had a lot to say. In this one, he does have more to say, but it's really a vehicle for Josh Hartnett, Hugh Grant, and Aubrey Plaza, because there's a kind of, it's not even a love triangle, because it's Hugh Grant plays a billionaire arms dealer. Josh Hartnett plays an A-list movie star that gets sucked into this, and Aubrey Plaza plays a CIA agent with Jason Statham or a Black Ops, whatever, a mercenary team. And so they're convincing Josh Hartnett to convince Hugh Grant's character that, that really loves Josh Hartnett, just to distract him so they can steal back the thing that's going to end the world.
Is it nice to have Josh Hartnett back?
It is. I really liked him in this, and I've liked him in a lot of things.
Hollywood Homicides, Josh Hartnett.
30 Days of Night, Josh Hartnett. 40 Days, 40 Nights, Josh Hartnett. Great movie. But Lucky Number 11, he was great in Lucky Number 11. He's a good actor, and I really liked him in this. I swear to God, if the title would have been better, and maybe more people would have seen this, because that's
because the title is it's hard to say.
It's so misleading. Like, I get what they're doing.
If I
It is
can't
a ruse.
say the title, I don't watch it.
Sure, it is a ruse,
Operation Dumbo Drop.
but I would have seen it. So anyway, liked it. I watched Shazam 2.
Fury of the Gods.
It is terrible.
Oh.
It is so bad.
Oof.
It's not as good as the first.
I
It's not as good as
never-
the first. Finn and I both saw it.
I only say this when I truly mean it. The mark of a truly bad film for me,
It's not bad.
it's bad, is if I feel like honestly I could make it better. And there were so many times where like Bailey and I just paused, like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, this is so like, just do this instead.
Did they say Shazam too much?
A little bit. It's a bad movie. I don't like it at all.
I don't know if I would agree that if I think I can make a film better, that it's a bad film, because I have a higher view of myself. But
I have the lowest bar ever, and I'm like, I
But-
don't know how I'd make this better. but
I didn't think it was
I
as good
could've
as the
wrote a
first. It
better
did
movie.
not capture the. It did not capture the magic of the first one. I agree,
No.
but I wasn't mad that I saw it.
Yeah, it's bad.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's bad.
What do you think, Finn?
It reminded me of, like, it tried to be a superhero movie and it just failed. So, like, it was okay. Definitely not better than the first.
Yeah,
Like,
First one's great.
yeah, the first one was really good. I like that. But, like, they tried to be something and it miserably failed.
Yep, I
it's
agree.
kind of what we think of Ben.
Damn.
Wow, harsh.
Yeah, just a
I'm
real
mad
tough
at you
blow.
still. I'm still mad at
Why are
you.
you mad at me?
You made fun of the way he said platonic.
Exactly.
No, you did too. He's
Thank
not
you,
mad
by
at
the
you.
way. That is why.
They're making fun of you when they painted their nails watching Never Have I Ever season 4.
Wait, don't ever,
That's-
That's a deep cut.
ever make fun of Never Have I Ever. I love that show. Hey, Strays is out. Did you guys see it yet?
Strays is not out yet.
Stray's not out yet.
June 9th.
No, they delayed it a long time ago.
Did they?
Yeah, it doesn't come out until August now.
Okay.
Hey, are you on AskJeeves.com right
no,
now?
I'm just looking at what comes out this weekend. Is there anything good that comes out this weekend that we're
I'm
gonna
not
see?
done talking about the movies I've seen.
Oh, jeez. Okay, go on.
Nate's moving on.
He's done. He's totally done with me. What an ass.
The Flash comes out this weekend.
Finn-
Elemental,
Finn,
also.
your dad's
Yeah.
being kind of an ass right now. Okay,
Never.
It's not right
Never
now.
have I ever.
it's not right now.
Always.
It's always
Oh,
Always.
damn.
Guess who's walking home? All right, what else did you
safe
see?
space. So last night, I'm gonna call him friend of the pod, even though he doesn't listen to this.
Even though he's not my friend.
No, Oscar Bernanke is a one of my.
Why doesn't Oscar listen?
I don't know. Maybe he does secretly.
Why
No,
isn't he even back on the show?
You know what? I gotta have him on.
Yeah.
So anyway, Liz and Jim Bernanke, very, very good friends of mine. Oscar is their son, and he came over last night, and we were just kind of thumbing through some things to watch, and Netflix popped up The Nice Guys. So we put that on, and I was
Great
like, I'm
film.
gonna start The Nice Guys, and I'm like, and he goes, oh, I've never seen this, of course, and then I go, oh, dude, it stars Russell Crowe, and he goes, who's that?
Oh, wow.
And I go, well, he was
Yes.
Gladiator. And he goes,
Stop.
What's that?
He goes,
Oscar.
he goes, what's that? And I go, nope. And then we watched Gladiator.
Nice.
Because I made him.
How does it age?
Honestly, not bad.
Gladiator
Not bad.
is still
It's
so
really good.
so good.
You know, the only thing I will
I don't
say,
think, Finn, you've ever seen it, have you?
Nope.
We should watch it.
it's pretty. It's a sword and sandal epic. You know, a lot of not swashbuckling,
swashbuckling.
but like a lot of
you know how
sword
Gladiator
play.
movies have
There's a lot of
swashbucklers.
pirates in it. A lot of pirates.
Calm down. It's a lot of sword.
A lot of
play
high
and-
seas action in Gladiator.
One thing that Ridley Scott is very, very famous for, like that stilted slow motion thing that he does.
Yeah.
And I do, it's a little played out now because Gladiator kind of made it famous. Well, maybe didn't make it famous, but it was a famous part of that where the battle scenes and things like that, where the slow mo was very, very focused. And now I'm going, okay, I don't really need that.
Have you guys
part.
ever had a film where you've seen a character in the film and that solidified how you view that character the rest of their performances?
That
ever?
actor?
I assume that you're talking about the fact that whenever you see Joaquin Phoenix, you think he's a total slime ball.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Do you-
absolutely.
100%.
That role in that film
he plays
has
a
solidified him.
a little too full.
The only movie where he effectively made me shed that image of him was Signs.
I thought Walk the Line was very good.
Oh
too.
yeah, that
Yep.
goes without saying. But yes,
But-
Signs, because he just plays like a normal guy and he plays kind of like just the schlubby brother of Mel
I
Gibson.
disliked him so much in this film that I've had a hard time ever liking him again.
No, it's a staying character.
He's
Like,
so good in it.
Commodus
He's so
is
good
a
in it. Yep.
bastard, full tilt bastard.
And
And
Joaquin Phoenix is kind of a weirdie anyway.
he's a little off.
He seems like it.
Yeah.
He seems a little bit weird, but
But
he
anyway.
grew up in a cult.
Well, didn't we all? Capitalism.
Oh boy, Finn, you'll learn.
Haven't we all?
Uh,
Capitalism.
but no, I find myself like mouthing the famous quotes. You know, father to a murdered child, husband to a murdered wife. I have my vengeance.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, father to a
Yeah,
murdered
we all know
wife.
what it is.
Yeah, you made me
No,
screw it
but
up.
Hey,
Stop
he
it.
stopped. He wakes up every morning with this line. Let him have it. Go.
Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance
in this life.
or the
Is this
next.
Russell Crowe's best for performance?
I would say it goes back and forth between this and he is spectacular in A Beautiful Mind. He really is.
Yeah, that's a.
I do
really
think I
good
like him
term.
better in this though. I do. Beautiful Mind is wonderful, but I think I like.
No,
him.
it's a star making performance for sure. Obviously,
I think The Insider might have been his star-making performance.
The Insider was. I don't know that it was. No,
LA Confidential was
He
before that.
got nominated for an Oscar for The
but
Insider.
but
LA
I don't know
Confidential.
that. I mean, this was the thing that made him like
He was a supporting in LA Confidential.
incredibly in demand.
Yeah, for
You
sure. Yeah.
Anyway, so that was it, and then I watched my assignment.
He won he was
sorry,
nominated for a Screen Actors Guild Award for LA Confidential.
Yeah, but everyone
so
is
that's a pretty-
everyone individually or as part of the cast.
No, individually.
Oh, okay. Then maybe it wasn't like
Yeah, you're wrong. I liked LA
Take-
Confidential, by the way.
Oh no, it's great.
Yeah, Kim Basinger actually is awesome in that film.
Everyone's great in that movie.
She especially though is awesome.
But I
Calm
agree
down.
though. The Insider was probably his
She's
like.
listen. She's no. Oh shit.
Jesus, he doesn't can't even pull a name out.
Oh, you know the tiny girl that I like, from Pitch Perfect.
Ginger Spice.
No. It's,
Oh, Anna Kendrick.
oh my god! I can't believe I screwed that
Wow,
up.
he loves Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Big fan of Anna Kendrick over here. Doesn't even know her fucking name.
Big member of the Kendrick Army, are you?
Anyway, I did watch my assigned movie, and there is a theme with these assigned movies. By the way, abominable.
never say that you don't have time. You've watched 19 movies this
Yeah,
week.
and a part of a TV series.
We just we haven't recorded in like a week and a half, and yeah, I had a little time.
I know, but you're like, who has time to go to the... Hey, this is my impression of Ben. Who has time to go to the movie
Yeah,
theater?
last time you gave me shit for seeing Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse twice, one of the best movies of the year, and you're like, how do you have time to see all these movies?
Yeah,
That was really good, by the way.
I'm so sorry that I don't have
Hey, Ben,
a
do your impression of Ben again.
4-hour fucking block to go
Do
to
your
the movies.
impression of
all right?
Ben.
I can watch.
You think with my I give you my daughter's love.
What is
I give you my family's money. And you think I'll let you get away with this?
Why am I the Godfather?
Yeah,
to you, Finn?
he thinks you're a mob
Am I
boss.
a mob
he
boss?
does look like one, yeah.
What the hell? It's the way you drink.
Well, it's it's also I really do have a lot of cotton balls in my cheeks, and I really shouldn't have put those in right before we started recording.
Those are just your cheeks, buddy.
All right. So you saw an animated
I
film.
saw an animated film because that's what we did this time. I saw Surf's Up.
Surf's up.
Brad assigned me Surf's Up.
I'm sorry I'm sorry he gave that to you.
So I was so.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's not great.
This movie's so good.
It's not great. But go ahead.
Ben.
It's I don't like that reaction, Nate. But I also
it's fine. It's fine.
I don't think that it's the best thing I've ever seen.
No, but it's very funny.
It's good.
Abominable is a better film.
That's horseshit.
Oh, that's not even close to being debatable.
No, I mean I would agree that Surf's Up's a better like a more fun. Sorry,
you haven't even seen Abominable.
I've seen Abominable. I saw it in Boston with my 2 nieces. I think that Abominable is an emotionally a stronger core.
It's a better story.
But I think it's more fun. I think Surf's Up's definitely more fun. The voice performances in this
seriously
are really great.
Yeah, this
Diedrich Bader is amazing.
This has some of the best voice casting for an animated movie, I think.
I honestly think that. So that's to your credit with that statement, Brad. When the movie ended and it said like casting by, we paused it. We're like, good job, Mary. Like we literally paused it. We were like giving her a little
and
applause.
your guys' buddy Brian Posehn's in this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's why one of the things why even the bit parts are casted super well. So yeah, this voice cast is incredible.
I also love that it's a mockumentary format too.
The way they shot it is great. And that so I think that I'm gonna assign you the next time I'm gonna assign you the movie is gonna be that pinball movie that I watched because the different style of how they shot that film is a mock interview type thing.
Yeah,
it's kind of like this. It's a little bit less office-y.
There's surfing penguins in it.
There are none. So Bailey and I talked about that. We're like, why do you think they chose penguin? Like they could have chose, of course, any animal.
Yeah.
But penguins in Antarctica surfing and then penguins in Hawaii surfing, it's so weird. But I didn't hate it whatsoever as far as that choice. It's a very fun, clever, funny movie. It's more funny than I thought it was going to be. I hit play and I'm like, okay, here we go. And I go, oh, cool. Only an hour, 25 minutes. Thanks, Brad. And then like 10 minutes in, I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah, exactly. It's very fun.
Did you like Surf's Up 2 Wave Mania?
So
they made a second one?
So that's the weirdest thing about this is Surf's Up must have done pretty well on home video. But what they did
not do well in the box office.
Yeah, but what they did is they turned it into an animated franchise to showcase wrestlers.
What?
Yeah, Wave Mania is like a riff on WrestleMania, and so they're still surfing penguins, but it's John Cena and
The Undertaker, Triple H, Paige,
Wow.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah, they really just took a left turn with the series.
So wait, it's still hold on.
Wow.
It is still surfing penguins, but they're all voiced by wrestlers.
Yeah.
So it's not actually wrestling in the movie.
No. I mean, there might be some allusions to it, but it's still very much the surfing.
Did not do well at the box office.
I don't think.
They released the second one in the theater?
No, I don't think they did.
It says box office 1.2 million.
Maybe then. I thought it got straight to video though.
Yeah, it looks
Wow.
like Happy Feet on steroids.
Literally, because they're all wrestlers.
Yeah,
So
that's a
nice-
good one. That's
nice
a good
pull,
one.
Finn.
Yeah,
Good
that's
for
a
you.
good one.
But yeah, no, I think Surf's Up is really funny.
No, it was fun.
In particular, one of the things that I love the most are the voices of the little kid penguins.
Oh my
that
God,
they keep
they're-
talking to.
yeah,
They're
adorable.
hilarious.
And it's almost like I've read, of course, multiple times where they'll be filming a movie with really little kids.
Yeah.
And the little kid will say like, I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And that's just the actor
It's just too
saying
cute.
that.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, leave it in.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that a couple of
Yeah,
these
yeah.
were just that. And it was like, I have to boom boom or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, he said poop. Like, leave it in. Love it. Yeah, no. Very, very good.
Nate, when's the last time you saw Surf's Up?
It's been years. I think my daughter Nora. I think it was even before he was born. I think because it was my daughter was born in 2008. Was this about when it came out?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think you should.
It's-
I think you should give it a
Okay,
chance.
all right.
Because I wonder if maybe you were just real grumpy.
Without the credits,
There's a good chance of that. Yep.
it's about an hour and 18 minutes without the credits. So I think you'll be all
Okay.
right.
Very funny. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
really good stuff.
Good soundtrack too.
Yeah, I didn't really notice that honestly because I was so enthralled by.
Oh yeah, no, it's got
Diedrich
Incubus,
Bader's
311,
lots of
Lauryn
alt-rock.
Hill,
Green Day.
yeah, Sugar Ray.
Yeah. Lots of good stuff.
I just really want to be number
just
one.
wanna fly.
Yeah,
Put
Tiffany,
your arms around me,
Jessica.
baby.
Tandy, Jamiqua, or whatever. He just keeps going about these trophies, and man, no, I never really thought about what that means. I just like to win. And then he lives with his mom, which is adorable.
One of the things I love about this movie in particular is there's a lot of visual gags that you probably wouldn't get until you watch like a second or third time. Like
Brad, easy. I'm not gonna watch it a second time. You're pushing it a little too hard now.
Listen, Ben, you're gonna have it's gonna be a guess.
By the way, Nate, I don't know if this. Brad has a Surf's Up tattoo.
That's what you say. How many times
I have
have
the
you seen this?
How many have you?
I have the Zeke shell on my chest.
How many times have you seen this movie?
No, I've actually seen it more than you might guess because my sister loved this movie growing up, and so she watched it repeatedly. But no, there's the life preservers that they have, like the red plastic ones.
There's
that, like
squids.
Yeah, they're squids. There's one scene where I think it's Zooey Deschanel when she's holding it.
And
and
she's gripping a little too tight in his eyes.
Yeah, and you see like the eyes bulge a little bit. There's a lot of little stuff
So
like
I caught
that.
that the first time. I don't know that I need to watch that.
Now, Ben,
Well, guess what Ben's getting assigned again this week? Surf's Up.
I'm gonna make you watch Surf's Up Wave Mania. I want you to see what it's all about.
Honestly, I might, because that just sounds so ridiculously over the top. I might have to watch it.
Did you watch anything else?
That's everything.
Wow.
Yep.
Hey guys, we're almost out of time, but you guys want to play a game real quick? Oh wait, we haven't even talked about trailers.
Yeah.
All right. So at the beginning of our trailers, Finn, the guest has to sing a song about trailers. And so I'm going to give you a second to think about a song that you could sing. You can use a song that you already know and just put the word trailer in it, and you could do that. You could grab another song. We've been asking people to submit trailer songs online. We did not get one this week. I was a little disappointed after getting one last week. We did not get one this week, so that means we have to do it in-house and be creative. So Finley, J. Loucks, I'm going to ask you right now, will you sing a song about trailers? Go.
Just any trailer?
Oh, just trailers in general.
Any song just with the word trailer.
About watching movie trailers.
Yep,
yeah.
trailers.
I woke up the other day and I was like, oh man, trailers are so cool. Ooh. Trailers. Ooh. Cool. Oh, trailers are cool. Like other trailers. Some better, some worse. Trailers. Cool.
It's better
Nice.
Better than anything I've ever done.
Yeah, that was
in the history of the show.
way
you
better.
had like a second verse to it.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Well, we didn't tell them how long it needed
I know.
to be. You know?
No, but that was impressive.
And you could
because-
feel the passion
I know.
too.
And that had a lot of riz.
You got to stop saying that.
Yeah, let me say, you're gonna crush it.
All right. So we've got one trailer tonight to watch that Brad assigned one of his favorite franchises.
He can't stop.
He can't stop talking
more
about
than
this.
Surf's Up.
Yep.
He can't stop talking about the Expendables 4.
I love me some Expendables, guys. Expendables 1, great. Expendables 2,
Even
not
better.
as good as the first one. Expendables 3, better than the second, not as good as the first. Expendables 4, who knows? We'll see. The possibilities are endless, though.
So
Guys, Jason Statham is back. What's his name in this one? Christmas? Lloyd Christmas?
No. Isn't it Lee Christmas, though?
It's something Christmas,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's Lee Christmas.
Yeah.
I think it's Lee.
Sylvester Stallone, he's back.
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren, he's back. Mel Gibson, didn't get him back for this one.
Randy Couture, he's back.
He is back.
He's fresh off Surf's Up 2.
Wave Mania. Joining the pack this time, we have Megan Fox
Yes.
from Transformers.
Yep.
You remember.
Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Yes, Curtis 50
Yeah,
Cent
he's-
Jackson.
he's gained some weight. He's a full $1 now. He's gained some
Well,
poundage.
you know what? He's been shot a lot. And Andy Garcia, he wasn't in any of them before, right?
No, Andy Garcia has not been in
No,
any, I don't think.
Yeah, he might have been in the
Who
third.
knows?
Yeah, I don't remember
You know
anymore.
what? Time for a rewatch.
Yeah, tell me about it. Tony Jaa is in this one.
Now I'm excited for
That's
that.
a cool
Tony
one.
Jaa's awesome.
Now, the one that I'm most excited about is Iko Uwais. Iko Uwais, the lead from the Raid franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Was-
he's in the Wu Assassins
He was in
series.
John Wick 3.
Was he?
What?
The guys from the Raid were in John Wick 3.
Okay, but
Not this one.
not this one.
Not Iko Uwais.
You know
It's
what?
not.
I think you're thinking
Yeah.
of Stuber.
He's not wrong. One of the guys from the Raid was in Stuber. No, you're
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He was also in the Star Wars: The Force Awakens. He was in
hold
Snake
on.
Eyes.
I'm gonna say that
I'm literally looking at his
in John Wick
IMDb.
3.
That is not. He wasn't.
No,
buddy.
but one of the
Buddy.
guys from the Raid is in John Wick 3.
Oh, okay. But not him though.
Yeah, but not him.
Well, yeah, because I don't know who that is. Like, I don't know which one.
He's
that
the
is.
lead.
Gotcha.
The main guy.
Gotcha.
You're thinking of
One of the bad guys.
Let's see, who is I don't know.
I don't know if he's in it.
I don't think there is any.
I don't-
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yayan.
Yayan Ruhian.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, he plays
Ruhian.
one of the shinobis, but it's not like a big role.
Yeah,
like,
so
he's
the
just-
fact that I remember that he was in that should be kudos, and I should be lauded for that. Instead, you're like, no, that didn't happen. He wasn't in there.
But you
That's
weren't
a
thinking
good
of the one that
impression
we
of
were
Ben.
thinking of.
Asshole. Anyway,
So,
Expendables
Expendables
4.
4, what do you guys think? Finn,
Yeah, it's here.
you saw the trailer. Is this a film that you're just excited about seeing?
Not seeing the first 3 because Brad said they sucked.
No, he said the first one was really good.
My bad. Not seeing the.
You've not seen the series?
Yes.
I imagine you wouldn't get as much enjoyment as people like us would because most of the action stars in it, you probably have like no frame of reference.
They
for.
are 70 years old.
legitimately,
No.
they started in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, I know who they are, but I'm like, oh.
Oh, people
Like,
actually
oh,
watch this.
They look
Exciting.
different.
Oh,
I know who this is for.
Yeah, this is for Ben.
Is
This
someone
for Ben.
helping them?
this is for Papa Konowitz.
Somebody should be helping
Now,
them.
Ben, were you really excited when the Expendables 1 trailer came
Oh,
out?
absolutely. It was made for me. Like,
Ben, would you see Expendables if it came out on the day of your daughter's wedding?
Hey, Finn,
Finn,
do your
calm
impression of
down.
Ben.
No. Oh, boy.
The Expendables.
Why? Why?
He did the hit.
I know. You come to me and watch the Expendables on the day of my daughter's wedding. What are we doing here?
I'm gonna be honest. Whenever I think of the Expendables now, I always think of the Parks and Recreation joke with Chris Pratt, where he's talking to Aubrey Plaza, and he's like, you know what, honey, this is just like Expendables 2. I watched it the first time, and it wasn't very good, but I watched it the second time, still wasn't that great. But after I watched it a third, fourth, or fifth time, you know what I realized? It's just
is a
not
bad
very
movie.
good.
But like they must be making money, right?
Of course they are.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
dads love renting movies from Redbox on the weekends.
And you know what? I'm not a dad, but I will see this film.
Will you?
Of course.
Oh
I will.
yeah, for
I'm
sure.
not seeing
I
it.
saw all of them in theater, so I will absolutely.
Did you really?
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
It's silly, over the top fun, and you know what? It's not nearly
I mean-
as bonkers or good as the Fast and Furious franchise, but it's in a very similar vein enough that I'm like, I know these characters, I know the references. It's gonna be a silly, schlocky bullshit, but I'm gonna enjoy myself.
Yeah.
And Expendables 3, on a $100 million budget, made $215 million, or like did $215 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it seems like a film that would live on in perpetuity on like a streaming service that
services,
people
exactly.
watch constantly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll watch it. Brad will watch it. Finn will watch it, and Nate is not gonna watch it.
You guys want to all go see it together? You sound excited, Nate.
I got stuff to do that.
It's like, when's it come out? I didn't tell you. I still got stuff
I'm
to do
pretty
that day.
busy.
So, guys, based on Ben's love for the Expendables, because I know he loves this, I put together a game.
Brad
back-
is involved in this as well. He also said he liked it.
Hey, we're going to go back to the true and false game where I give you a true or false statement, and you got to decide whether it is true or false. I will give you the statement, and
Okay.
it might be a lie. It might be true.
Okay.
You have to decide. So I'll give you, for example, let me start with Brad. True or false, every bad thing that Mel Gibson has said about minorities, members of the Jewish faith, and non-Catholics, Ben has said much, much worse. True or false?
Oh, true.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay. That's an example. This is what you have to do.
What are you doing?
No, that's like
I've
that's
never-
a for example, right? That is how we play the
But
game.
it would be false. It would be unequivocally false.
Judges.
No, that's true. That's true.
I don't like the judges.
All right, no,
This
Brad.
is not a jury of my
all right,
peers.
So we will
It
start.
is 100% a jury of your peers.
We're your only peers. So we're gonna start with you, Betty Bear. And true or false? All right. Sylvester Stallone, star of Expendables 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he kind of spearheaded the whole thing.
Discovered his passion for theater while a student at American College in Leiden, Switzerland. To pay for his tuition, he worked as a gym teacher and dorm bouncer on campus. Was he a student in Switzerland? True or
Wow,
false?
That sounds like it sounds too crazy to be false, so I'm going to say true.
It's false.
Finn?
You can say the answer, and then I'll say my opinion.
The answer is true.
That's what I was thinking.
Woo!
All right.
Got him.
I was right, Brad.
Yeah, actually.
Got him.
I got the point.
Got him.
Brad, this is for you. Swedish superstar Dolph Lundgren comes from a long line of Swedish nobility, including being second cousins to the current Swedish king, Ulf Lundgren. True or false?
Sounds false to me, Bob.
What do you think,
I'll say false.
Finn?
True. Just in case it is.
Okay, you want to hedge your bets here?
Play those bets, yeah.
The answer is false. There is no king of Sweden. True or false? This is you, Finn. In the 2018 box office mega hit, The Meg, Jason Statham played Jonas Taylor, a scorned ex-rescue diver. A fun fact about Jason is that he spent years as part of the British National Diving Squad, highlighted by competing in the Commonwealth Games. True or false?
I don't think he would try that hard, so false.
Wow.
It is true.
Sounds true.
It is true.
It is true. Yeah. Actually, he was,
Kind of a well-known fact. I didn't think that you would not know that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't go around reading about action stars every day. I got a fucking job.
But Jason Statham was like
he's like a
diver
for
for the
12
national
years
team.
he was like a
now, you guys know how much I love diving competitions and the British Commonwealth and all the things that they mentioned.
It would be like, oh, Tom Hanks is short, or Tom Cruise is short. Like that. Like that's the thing. It's
I
common
know,
knowledge.
but like nobody cares about
No,
Jason
it's
Statham.
it's not.
It's common knowledge.
I guarantee you ask 9 out of our 10 friends, and 10 of them will get it wrong.
Whoa. We don't have 9 friends.
Oh.
All right. So, true or false, Ben? Actor Jet Li, star of, was he in the second one, Expendables 2?
He was in the first one.
Okay. Actor Jet Li started his career as a famed martial artist when he was young. As a Chinese national wushu team member, he performed for President Richard Nixon in the United States, who then asked him to be his next bodyguard. True or false?
I mean, I'll say true.
False.
False.
True.
Wow.
That is true.
That was back when he was known as Plainly.
Jet is not his name. He is named that because he is so fast. True or false? This is for Brad. True or false? While deployed in Vietnam with the Austrian Army, Arnold Schwarzenegger learned how to drive a tank. He was eventually released from military service to compete in his first Mr. Olympia competition.
I'll say true.
True.
So depending on your verbiage there, it could be true or false.
Do you want me to read it again?
Well,
No,
so
don't do that. Just.
he wasn't released. He left and went AWOL to do it, and then was released later.
He never went to Vietnam. He never went to Vietnam.
Oh, sorry. That part was the part I.
While deployed.
Wow.
In
So he tried to fact check you, and it was like, well, actually, he went.
Hi, everybody.
Hold on, listen. Excuse me. Let me push my glass up. Arnold Schwarzenegger actually went AWOL and then came back and was released.
No, you're exactly right. The Vietnam stuff. No, he never went to Vietnam.
Yeah, but you didn't
That
say
was the
that.
whole point.
Yeah, sorry, I glossed over that. I was thinking
Sorry, I
about-
glossed over the part that was blatantly false.
No, I was.
That he went to Vietnam and learned how to drive a tank. I mean,
Yeah.
that part's not true.
Jesus Christ.
So he
Fucking
literally-
cocky Arnold over here.
joined the military.
He's still gonna give us facts about Arnold Schwarzenegger. He wants you to know how much he knows
Hey,
about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hey, did you see a documentary recently?
I'm just letting you know he was a tank driver, and he did go AWOL to compete in the contest. And yes, he was not in Vietnam. Sorry.
Hey Ben, what was Arnold Schwarzenegger doing on November 10th, 1984?
Starring in Red Sonja.
Hey,
The thing is he's probably
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
No, 84 it would have been Terminator.
Hey, Brad. True or false?
Not in 84 because it came out in 84.
True or
I
false?
know he was starring in it, meaning it was coming out of
This is
it.
what I have to deal with.
You're not starring in the movie when it's coming
It's
out.
usually a year
You
before.
already did it.
You know, he's starring in it. Like he's starring. Tom Cruise
That's
is
not
starring,
what that's not what
starring in
he
the
was
new
doing
movie.
on that day though.
He's
not
starring in the movie as it comes out.
No, he's not actively doing that on that day. You can't say if Terminator's in theaters, he's not actively starring in the movie. He's doing something else while he's in the movie.
But I'm sorry if somebody is covering that footage, they're going to say currently starring in.
So let me ask
Currently
you,
starring.
wouldn't
is
they say
different.
Ben, let me ask you something.
He filmed it a year ago.
No, hold on. Let me ask you something. It's today. Today, you are starring in a movie called the Jackass of All Trades.
It means it's coming out in theaters.
If
right
I
now.
ask you, what are you doing today? Are you going to tell me, oh, I'm starring in the Jackass of All Trades?
They would say like, "Welcome to the stage." He's currently starring in.
What scenario are you in? I said,
talk show.
what was Arnold Schwarzenegger doing on this day?
He was.
Oh
he was
my word, you
starring-
two!
he
You're
was-
embarrassing me in front of my son.
starring
All
in the movie.
right.
Finn, this is the cockiness we have to deal with from Ben just because of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm sorry about Brad's potty mouth.
All right. True or false? Brad.
Finn just shook his head. Like, don't worry about it.
In Pulp Fiction, Bruce Willis plays the role of Butch Coolidge, an aging boxer on the run from Ving Rhames' Marcellus Wallace's character. This role was originally offered to a guy named Mickey Rourke, who was a professional boxer in the 90s.
True.
Finn?
False.
These true.
It is true. It is true. Yep, Mickey Rourke was officially offered that first. That's the one they wanted to have for that. But they had to settle for Bruce Willis.
They had to settle.
Settle for Bruce Willis.
All right, Finn, this is for you. True or false? Do you know who Jean-Claude Van Damme is?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
All right. Jean-Claude Van Damme once challenged Steven Seagal to a fight at Sylvester Stallone's house, but Seagal was too afraid to challenge the kickboxer star. True or false? House party fight.
Probably. False.
I'll say true.
I think it's true. That sounds true.
That is absolutely true.
That sounds awesome.
Van Damme wanted to fight Seagal.
Yeah,
Yeah, Seagal was running his mouth.
Yeah.
I want to see this in a film now. Like I want to see
Yeah.
this.
Seagal was having a cheesesteak, though.
And like Van Damme, then Van Damme like went down to like Miami and found him as well and wanted to fight him in a
my
club.
God, I
and
love
he
that so
and
much.
Seagal wouldn't.
Of course not. Skull's a wuss.
All right, Betty. True or false? As
Brad,
a
do you think-
teenager,
do you think he could beat up Skull?
Yeah.
now,
Right now?
now,
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he's like
Yeah.
72, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
but also I feel like he talks a good talk, but he's not really tough.
No. I'm sure he's very tough, and there's no way I could beat up Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh,
No,
not Jean-Claude Van
no,
Damme. No, Seagal.
You said Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No, Seagal.
Oh, I said Seagal.
Oh, yeah, Steven Seagal. I could fucking tear him apart.
Oh, no. I would murder.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, true or false? As a teenager, Terry Crews became famous throughout New York as the prima ballerina for his skills at both ballet and football, and many believed he could have been a professional in either one. True or false, Ben?
You know, that sounds true. I'll say true.
Yeah, I think that's true.
False.
Finn is right. That is false.
Really?
He's actually
That's my
rated.
first one. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
Hey,
go.
buddy, you play the game about as well as I do.
Yeah.
So
How do you make up this shit?
That's
What?
a good one to make up.
yeah, so he's actually from Michigan, and he was never a ballet person.
It's just a wild thing to make
That's
up.
a great lie.
Yeah. You'd be really good at balderdash.
Are you a good liar?
I mean, I have fun making these. So
Have you ever played balderdash, Nate?
no.
You'd be really good at balderdash.
All right.
It's so over
That's the last
All
one I have, by the way. Other than Brad, this one, every bad thing that Mel Gibson has said about minorities,
You know,
members of the Jewish faith,
why?
and non-Catholics, Ben has said much, much worse. True or false? Again, I want to go on the record here.
Choose
'Cause-
wisely.
It's
Again,
false.
to be very clear, Brad and I are very clear in our denunciation of hatred in all of its forms.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is true.
It's not true.
Hey, Finn, before we're done, can you do
Do
one
your
more
impression of
Ben?
Ben saying Mel Gibson things.
No.
Oh, gladly. All right.
No. Cut it all.
You think my pinball machines are more important than my daughter's wedding? Of course they are.
Oh my god.
I love that he's perpetually grunting, like you constantly have to
That's
shit.
the only part he's getting right.
I mean, once you have that, you kind of everything else just comes along with it.
Just comes out, yeah. That's fair.
Well, buddy, thanks so much for being on the
Thanks
podcast.
for being on the show, buddy. We appreciate you very
Yeah, it
much.
was
I love you, buddy.
Maybe one of the funniest guests we've
Yeah,
ever had.
honestly.
Yeah.
That's just yours. It's mining gold.
There are
every time.
some adults who've been on the show who are not as entertaining as you've been.
Impressionist Finn J. Loucks will be back. For now, signing off. It's Brad, Ben, and Nate. You can find us online. Please rate us 5 stars. Share us with your friends. And honestly, go to goflixyourselfpod.com and you can leave like a voicemail type thing where
Something funny.
Yeah, just leave. We had Jude on the show last week that gave his Ben game theme impression, which was
He's my
terrible
favorite,
and
yeah.
awesome, and I loved every second of it. Go leave us a message. Let us know what you think. Comment, share, subscribe. You can find us all online.
Yep. We love you guys.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Nah, cheating, eh?